Yes, now, bless now, don't forget the rest now. Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. People, we're listening to Alice in Chains. I want to give a shout out to my man Gary. He's been an incredible support for this channel and keeping me pumped up, keeping things moving, assisting me in establish momentum, and I appreciate him above and beyond for that, alright? Also, knows a heap as far as music is concerned and is cluing me up on the roots of a lot of, you know, beneficial information as far as the music I love and enjoy. So he's recommended I get into Dirt by Alice in Chains. This is a record I've seen referenced as one of the best records in rock music, let alone grunge, alright? Obviously when it comes to grunge, this is up there with Nevermind, or so I believe. I've seen it referenced parallel. So this is going to be really good. Relatively brief one. We've got a, well, I say relatively brief as far as the first song, Them Bones, which I think I played on Guitar Hero back in the day. So I reckon I've heard this one before. Let me say, this playlist has a few music videos. Obviously, we try to just focus on the music for the most part, but, you know, I would rather listen to a playlist that is formulated by Alice in Chains themselves as opposed to a fan-based one where we might potentially miss a couple of songs off of the playlist and so forth. So here we are. We'll check out the music videos along the way. I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about. And we're going to jump straight in. So this first one is Them Bones. Let me just make sure I've got the music coming out of the right places. I definitely do. So, King of the Pit TV, DEZ, let's get started. Come on. The proper 80s aesthetic to this dude. He looks like who's that dude? Like a Billy Idol sort of character. Heavy. Drop D tuning. Yo, these dudes had a big head of hair on them. They look cool. They look cool as a band. That drummer looks cool as hell. Hair down here. Full of handsome fellas, this band, people. Come on. This music video was recorded in the Jurassic mini golf place where I scored a hole in one on the special one and won a free game at the end. Not really, but I just thought I'd throw that in there. It looks like that place. Brought me back to good times. Had a dopamine rush there. So alone, and them bones. What's the heaviest riff? I think this verse riff is the heaviest riff on the track. It's just sort of slugging behind the beat a bit, like a Rage Against the Machine riff. Drummer just driving it forward. Nothing over the top, just exactly what it needs. it doesn't overstay its welcome at 2 minutes 33. Exactly what you need. If anything, it's quite unique that it's so short, considering, you know, the general soundscape of the time. Damn That River is coming up next, 3 minutes 9 seconds long, track number 2. But yeah, as far as comments on that, it was crushingly heavy, nice and simple, fantastic melodies on the vocal, great hook, great guitar solo, great production value, great aesthetic for the band. The band look cool as hell. I can see why Alice in Chains, you know, got what they got. And from here, we got a 2022 remaster. So I don't know if that was remastered, that music video, because sometimes the music video, they sort of hold off the remaster, at least on the playlist, because it just is what it is, you know what I mean? But yeah, Damn That River is coming up next. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV signing in. I'm not even going to waste no time. Let's jump straight in. We're listening to Dirt by Alice in Chains. This is track 2 of 13. Let's go. Not heard this before. How many records did Alice in Chains have? How many albums did they put out? And what album is this in the series of albums? Very heavy so far. The first 2 albums have been crushingly heavy. Quite surprising, really. I preferred the riffing on this to what we were getting with Pearl Jam, believe it or not. So these bands in grunge, were they all southern based? They've all got a southern twang to their voice. I also get Chester Bennington vibes off of the frontman. Cutting down that river anyway. Yeah, them dudes were jamming. So far, we've just had driving on the drums. The riffs have been heavy. The vocal melodies have been pristine. What more can I say? I'm not going to give too much respect to the bassist right now because I haven't picked up too much on the bass line. I think most of it's down to my headphones. So I'm going to try to pick out a couple of bass lines on this next record so I can give a little bit of respect onto the bass guitarist. We've got Rain When I Die coming up next. But I'm happy so far. I'm happy. So we've had a couple of relatively short songs. Now we're getting into the realm of songs over 5 minutes, which tends to be the general gist of the record. So we've got Rain When I Die come up at 6 minutes 02. It could be a slower one, I reckon. Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now. Des Rocksteady at KOTP TV. That's King of the Pit TV. Rain When I Die, it's track number 3 of 13 on Alice in Chains' record Dirt. Supposedly one of the best grunge records of all time. So far it's been heavy. With this one being at 6 minutes 2, I assume it might be a bit softer and slower, but we're going to have to find out. Let's jump straight into it. It's not as popular as Damn That River and Them The Bones, but, you know, there's only one way to find out what I think of it. Come on. I got to put some respect on the bassist for this one. It's like a Nirvana-esque bassline, that Bleach era bassline. We in a different time signature here. What we doing? 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't keep up with the timing. What's the timing? Is it 3-4? Is 3-4 even a time sig? 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And I normally associate that with like waltz feel, and it don't feel very waltzy to me. Is it 6-8? Here we go, such a bizarre riff during the verse. How they came up with those lyrics and melody is pure magic. Puts you in a trance. I inspire to have this kind of talent. Cool riff, cool change of pace. It's not as good as the prior two tunes. It's a bit overdrawn, this one. It's a good jam. It's a good jam. Lyrically speaking, I like it. I like the build up to the song title, the chorus, but cute little fade out there, quite a long fade out. Yeah, that wasn't my favourite tune on the record. It was quite long form, wasn't it? We do have some long tunes on this, but I know there's some better ideas that I appreciate more from Alice in Chains. But let's not linger on the negative for too long. We've got Down in a Hole, which is a music video coming up next. And considering it's a music video at 43 million views, I know this is going to be tasty, alright? Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. I think I got a good one coming up here. Down in a Hole. Shout out to my man Gary, who's recommended the album Dirt via the Patreon. This is track 4 of 13. And I hope to God this is going to be a good one, because we've had a good experience so far. Them Bones is epic, heavy. Damn That River is heavy, fantastic. Rain When I Die, I sort of lost a little bit of favour at that point. That wasn't my vibe. That wasn't my vibe. Down in a Hole is coming up next. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, bada bing, bada boom. Man, the top comment on that's kind of deep. I don't want to even read that. Come on. Beautiful sky. Great applicable value. I don't know the literal meaning. Metaphorically speaking, it could be a way of explaining depression. I'm down in a hole. Down in my hole. I call it being in a bubble. In my bubble. But one can be down in a hole too. I can't climb out of this space, man. It's so dark and dingy. And I need sunlight. I need growth. Like a plant, I need to grow. And I'm restricted. I can't do it down here. I'm down in a hole. I've eaten the sun. So the down in a hole, and the stones have been put in their place. I've eaten the sun, so my tongue has been burned of the taste. Wow. Bruno DeMario says, I'm 44. I suffer from depression and schizophrenia since I was 19. I continue to live for my mother. I listen to Alice in Chains every day. Their songs make me feel better. Jordan Smith says, it's crazy to me to think this band is still so underrated. I'm not going to really read the rest of the comment because I think that initial statement's a bit incorrect. I don't think Alice in Chains are underrated whatsoever, right? Rest in peace, the two members of Alice in Chains, Lane Staley, August 22nd, 1967 to 2002, aged 34, and Mike Starr, April 4th, 66 to March 8th, 2011, aged 44. You will both be remembered as legends. Oh shit. Little bluesy number there. It was quite brief, but some tasty blues playing there at the end. That was a great tune. I think that's popular for its relatability factor, how it can be applied to, you know, the emotional context. I mean, we've all got emotions to some degree or another, and we've all been in a space where we feel like we're down in a hole. Some more than others, obviously. Some have experienced more than others, but, you know, I'm sure there's a great relatability factor with the lyrics. Musically speaking, you know, it doesn't touch me as much as the heavy riffing. I want to hear some heavy riffing, to be fair with you. And melodically speaking, I think we've heard better choruses, I'm not going to lie to you, but it was a great song, and I can definitely see why it's garnered the attention it has done. We've got Sick Man coming up next, which has 164,000 views, which doesn't necessarily compare too well with what we've been listening to, but it was uploaded 10 months ago, so who knows what this is going to be like. I feel just with its placement in the record, we're going to get back to a good bit of riffing. Maybe not, because we've got plenty of twists and turns with this band, but I reckon we might get a good riff in this one. So I'll see you on the flip side. Yes, now bless now, there's Rocksteady. I just scranned out on a nice omelette. You might not have noticed it if you're watching the old full album listen, but I had to pause it for a quick second, go get a little munch. Sick Man, track number 5 of 13. It would help if I put the headphones on. Looking like a rapper from the early 2000s with the tilt in my cap then. Let's jump straight in, come on. Little bit of tom action. Guns N' Roses-esque riff, I would say. About drug withdrawal. The guitar line and the tempo puts you into a bit of a daze at this point. The dissonance, it's like you're at a like a dark carnival. Koji Rao says one of the best albums ever made in the 90s. Ukrainian Missile says this is grunge at its finest. Where are we going? Fantastic harmonies. Great elevation there. Great elevation. Come on. It was a good tune, fantastic sections, great variation between the sections of that song. Really like the guitar solo and the way the register of the song. I think there was a modulation, sort of key change in the song at that particular point. Very cool, very cool. I mean, I've never, you know, suffered from detoxing, so as far as being a sick man is concerned, I can't really feel what the songwriter is feeling within that particular lyric. Album Covered in Chains, a tribute to Alice in Chains. Obviously that's not the album, but that's an interesting little bit there. I wonder who was on that. So we got Rooster coming up next, which has got a major 100 million views. 7 minutes 4 as well. How interesting how something so long, you know, in comparison to the attention span of us today, you know, at least the generations below me, if not my generation, with the whole TikTok and short form media presentation. Amazing how we've got 100 million views on it. So I'll see you then, people. Let's keep moving. 1, 2, 3. Cauliflower's fluffy and cabbage is green. Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV, listening to The Dirt. Shout out to my man Gary Gaza. Yes, now bless. Now we're listening to Dirt by Alice in Chains. This is track number 6 of 13. We'll get into the midway point. This one has got 100 million views. What more can be said? Quite a enigma for something to be at 7 minutes 4 seconds long and have such a heap of views. All right. People are allowing their attention to remain for this one. Let's go, Rooster. Come on. Rooster reminds me of Jackie Chan. One of the Chinese talismans.
That's the main thing. I remember we were sitting on the porch drinking beer at night. It was summertime or something, and I asked him a question.
Sometimes you think, what the hell are we doing here, right? I'm watching
my
friends die.
And he just said, you know, that's
Let's get to the chorus. Come on, we're getting to the advertisements. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Straight to the advertisements. Build up a little bit of suspense, then kill you off with an advert. Is it going to be beer? Is it going to be gambling? Is it going to be clothing? Price tracking by Expedia. Goodbye. Cauliflower's fluffy and cabbage is green.
It's a weird experience, okay? And a sad experience. And I just hope nobody else has to go through it. Yeah.
Come on, let's get to the money, people. Come on now. Kill me yet. That bass is heavy. Let's just go back, give a little respect to that little bass walk there. Great lyrical content. Little bit of doom there. Boom, 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 boom. Little Sabbath, I think. Yo, before anyone in the comments starts talking about historical context and Vietnam and stuff, I know nothing about any of that. Apart from apparently them Vietnamese, the Viet Cong. Bit of guerrilla warfare. Apparently they held their own pretty well. What's that all about? You let me know. Machine gun. man.
They spit on me in my homeland. Gloria sent me pictures of my boy.
That military snare.
Got my pills against mosquito death. My body's breathing his
Dying breath. Come on.
Oh God, please, won't you help me make it through? Here they come to snuff the rooster. Ah, yeah. Yeah, here come the rooster. Yeah. You know he ain't gonna die.
Bookended the song start and finish with that little vocal line. That was brilliant. That was a really good number. That was a really good tune. What is the rooster? Because obviously it's a reference to that particular time and, you know, war. So what does he mean by that? It's come to snuff the rooster. Let me know. Let me know. You know what? I'm not going to comment too much on that track. You saw clearly I was jamming. I was jamming. We got Junkhead coming up next. A couple of drug references on this record as a whole. Let's go. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. This one's entitled Junkhead. You know, parallels to Sick Man as far as, you know, drug references are concerned. So, track number 7 of 13. Let's jump straight in. We're past the halfway mark. Wada bing, wada bang. Heavy. If this was like tuned down a tone or two, it'd be death metal. Oh, come on. I don't think my internet's brilliant tonight, people. I'll see you in 1 second. Let me just sort this bloody internet out, alright? Oh. Kick someone's head into this. This is Mosh Central. possibly heaviest song on record so far. This guy says, I'm a disabled vet and I can relate to this song. Like many vets, I've been in a place of darkness, poverty, drug addiction and homelessness. So I don't know if this song directly relates to veterans. Is that true? Because we just had a military song prior to this. I also got a comment of Jerry's best solo, and my favourite solo of all time is on this track, so we got a great guitar solo coming up. I'm looking forward to that. Come on. That can't be the guitar solo. That cannot be it. It's incredibly heavy because you feel, you just listen, that drum hit is just behind the chug, which emphasizes it. Instead of dun, dun, there's dun, dun, you know, stutters it a little bit. That was very heavy. That was a very heavy number. I don't know why that was the dude's like favorite guitar solo. It was unique, but I didn't get sold it too much. Them riffs though were crazy, really good. Junkhead was the heaviest song on the record so far, so I gotta give it to that. Dirt coming up next. All right, the title track. Let's see what's coming up. Yes, now, bless now. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Dirt on Dirt by Alice in Chains. Track 8. I've been saying track 8 of 13, but to be fair with you, we got one video in this entitled Alice in Chains 30 Years of Dirt, which I'm sure we're not going to be watching. But we do have Angry Chair and Wood, so I assume it's 12 numbers, but we also have an untitled 44-second track, so you know, it could even be 11 numbers. You tell me. Let's go. Title track. Last tune was heavy. Sounds like Dream Theater. Oh, what's that Dream Theater tune that sounds like that? It was off of one of them all... Well, it was recent when I was listening to Dream Theater. Like a 2010, 2011 release, I think it was. If that. Come on. Great vibrato, screaming, wailing vibrato on that guitar there. Here we go, Cantrelli, so freaking awesome. That guitar just sings. Mikey's Morg says, Lane always seems like he's singing about me or to me. I identify with his lyrics so much. I mean, we've got an argument in the comments. I thought we'd have a load of people agreeing, but there we go. That's fantastic art when others can feel you're human. You know what I mean? We're all human. We all go through life and experience certain things, and Alice in Chains have had a way of connecting the human to other humans, if you know where I'm coming from. That was Dirt. It was heavy. Great guitar solo. I didn't think it was that good a song compared to some of the tracks on this record, in all fairness. I didn't think it was that good. We've got Godsmack coming up next, which might have been where the band got their name from. We might have a reference to that in the comments, to be honest with you. They're like Sabbath of the 90s. All their songs made you feel like you're running in thick mud. And everything is a cry for help from drug addiction and hopelessness. Right, let's get on to it. We've got track number 9 coming up now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. This one's called Godsmack. You know what we're doing? We're listening to Dirt by Alice in Chains. Let's get locked and loaded. Yes, now bless. Now don't forget the rest. Now we're going to finish this record off, more or less. Godsmack. Track number 9 of, I'd say, 11, 12 numbers we've got on this record. Godsmack, let's go. There's a band called Godsmack, innit? Did they get their name from this one? Let's go. Little weirdo riff this, I nearly fell off my chair. Here we go. Got a new pop shield today. Go as far as saying it's a little bit punk rock, the riff, that crawling dun 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 dun. A lot of hardcore sounds like that, you know. Come on. They've had a little more of fun to this tune. Vocally, sounds like that guy from Tool. What's going on with this tune? Let's have a look at the comments. Sounds like the guy from Tool, don't you think? It's a completely different sound to what we've heard. Yeah, no one really saying it's anything abnormal in the top comments. Come on. Papa Foundry says, I like how this one song made another band. So yeah, created. Well, it didn't, the band, let's be fair, it didn't create Godsmack, but they named their band after it. Respectfully, a big weirdo tune, this one. A lot of weirdo elements. Like I said, it's a little bit punk rock in my opinion. I don't really like the change too much. Quite cool wah guitar or whatever was going on there. Wow, 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 wow. Absolutely going frantic. Overall, like I said, I didn't think this was a great song. It was a little too experimental. It was a bit too out of the ordinary for Alice in Chains. You know what? Considering the next song's 44 seconds, let's quickly put it on and see what we've got. We'll add that onto this video. Oh, I'm tired. Getting a little later now. I am Iron Man. I'm scared, people. I'm scared. Top comment says, I used to be terrified of this when I was looking. I'm scared of it now. Ben, as an adult in a band tracking an album with a bunch of prepaid studio time, I realised, oh yeah, I get it. Boredom and inside jokes. There we go. That's what they put it down to, her. Yeah, a bit corny, yeah. Bit corny, bit cringe. Overtly metal for the sake of it, innit? I don't want to wear that. We've got Angry Chair coming up. We've actually got 2 music videos to finish off, which is really cool. I like the idea of this. Because the music tune videos in particular have been absolutely smashing, really good. But just to re-clarify, Godsmack, yeah, I felt they sort of strayed from the path a little bit too much on that. I don't think they fulfilled my high caliber of expectation I expect when it comes to the AIC. Alright, so track number 1213. There's Rocksteady. We're listening to Dirt. That's D-I-R-T, D-E-Z at KOTP-TV. This one's Angry Chair. We've got a video with this one. Let's go. Little bit Metallica. little bit of Kurt as well, to be fair. Beautiful little creature, that. I'll be fair, I don't think this is that good a song. It's good, it sounds good, but I don't like the chord progression. I don't like the stop and start and stuttering. I'm not a fan of any of that. Cool outro. I do like the drum outro. That was quite cool. Overall, yeah, it wasn't my vibe. It was a bit too stop and starty to me. I like a little more consistency. So Angry Chair wasn't the greatest music video, you know what I mean? Normally these music videos are crazy, and this is gonna be like the best track on the record. Wood has got 139 million views, so I'm not gonna waste your time talking about Angry Chair. I know we might possibly have the grand finale right here, especially only sitting at 3 minutes 27. This is going to be good. So I'll see you on the flip side, yeah? Yes, now bless, now don't forget the rest. Now let's finish this record off. Des Rockstar at King of the Pit TV, finalising Dirt by Alice in Chains. As we know, this goes out to my man Gary S. a recommendation via the Patreon that I should check this out. So all of the Alice in Chains fan who have enjoyed this listen through, all props go to my man Gary, alright? My man Gaza up there in the top. So this one's Wood. It's the last track of the record at 139 million views. I know this one's going to be special. Let's check it out. It's a bit moody, innit? Heaps of reverb on that vocal. Very artistic music video. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna be blasphemous right here. Who's the front man called again? I'm gonna hurt some feelings here, right? Who's the front man? Lane's voice, Lane. My man Lane. Yo, he is the most uncool looking member of the band. Sorry to break it to you people. Or should I say he was the most uncool looking member of the band. I know, the other members look cool as hell, but Lane just looks a little too nu metal for me, you know, a little too nu metal. He's got a Chester Bennington aesthetic to him, I think. I bet after this chorus we've got a guitar solo, and then are we going to have another chorus or two? We definitely will have another chorus, but straight after the solo, you know what, after the chorus we're going to have a real low dynamic. We're going to slow it down, we're going to cut off a lot, and then we're going to have a guitar solo halfway through that, and then we're going to come in a chorus. What? Close enough. My initial guess was right. Good tune, good tune. I'm ever so... You know what? There's a disconnect between me and grunge as a whole, like this degree of grunge. Because Alice in Chains connected with me on the same level as Pearl Jam did, as far as the whole album is concerned. There's some brilliance, but then like when it gets to the grunge rock, I just don't get it as much. But I do like the heaviness and I like the melodies. The idea of that getting 139 million views to me, in comparison to some of the great tunes on the record, I find quite surprising. I mean, man, I'll tell you my favourite. You know what? We're going to do one more video and we're going to overview the record. We're going to give it a rating and we'll go into a little more depth. I'll see you then, people. I'll see you then. Hold on.